The Marvel Universe is chock full of strong characters and fierce fighters. Most of them have some kind of superpower to rely on in battles, but many are also highly trained in various forms of combat. Taking both their powers as well as their training and physical strength into account, today's list counts down 10 of the best fighters in the Marvel Universe. Thanks to his training in military combat techniques and instruction under various private instructors, Captain America is an expert in hand-to-hand combat and extremely skilled in multiple martial arts. The Cap can make use of boxing, judo, defendu, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, Okinawa Tay, and various other disciplines, pairing them with his gymnastics abilities to create a style that suits his strengths and allows him to use his skill in the best way possible. In addition to his abilities through training, the Cap also has enhanced strength, speed, stamina, durability, agility, reflexes, senses, and mental processing via the Super Soldier Serum, making him one of the best fighters on Earth. He has shown his strength by defeating enemies who are masters of all forms of combat, such as Taskmaster, Wolverine, Iron Fist, and Black Panther, among others. And at one point, he was even able to take it up with a large group of super soldiers with ease. Gamora is the last of her species, the Zenhuberis, who were exterminated by the Badoon, and her heritage already makes her more powerful than any regular human. However, she was also raised and trained by none other than Thanos, who found her as a child and decided to use her as a weapon, making her a master fighter, shooter, assassin, and pilot. Gamora possesses super strength, speed, agility, endurance, vision, and healing abilities, and her powers were made visible because Thanos made her and Nebula fight as children, punishing the loser by replacing one of their body parts with an enhancement. While this childhood training made Gamora one of the strongest characters in the MCU, it also made her one of the most infamous beings in the galaxy and left her with a lot of guilt. A combination of Tony Stark's genius mind and the physical strength of Steve Rogers would certainly make for the perfect fighter, and it actually exists in the form of Black Panther. His athletic abilities are enhanced to the maximum of human potential thanks to the consumption of a heart-shaped herb that is only eaten by the regent of the isolated African nation of Wakanda. T'Challa has been training in practically all forms of armed and unarmed combat, including most forms of African martial arts since childhood, and has also mastered other disciplines when spending time away from Wakanda. During his association with the Avengers, for example, he has trained with Captain America, and the two have shared their knowledge and learned many of each other's skills. Black Panther is without a doubt one of the most skilled fighters in the Marvel Universe, who was able to defeat Captain America in just a few moves and overpower Wolverine twice without much difficulty, even when Wolverine was using his claws. Though he was also defeated by the Cap at one point, Steve Rogers himself admitted that T'Challa was not his usual self at the time, seeming weaker than he is known to be. First up is Wolverine, a mutant who possesses animal keen senses, enhanced physical capabilities, a powerful regenerative ability known as a healing factor, and 3 retractable claws in each hand. However, Logan has also undergone extensive training as a soldier and a CIA operative, and is an exceptional martial artist. With expertise in Japanese martial arts, though he has mastered 15 forms of martial arts, including Israeli Special Forces training. A member of the X-Men, Logan has proven time and time again that he has extraordinary hand-to-hand combat skills, being able to keep up with the likes of Black Panther and Iron Fist, both of whom are expert martial artists. Logan has also defeated various other hand-to-hand experts without making use of his claws, and he even trained Black Widow, Rogue, Storm, Colossus, Primal, Sunspot, Armor, Jubilee, and Shadowcat in hand-to-hand combat. Being a member of the Lufamoid race, Nebula already possesses more strength and durability than the average human, but was also granted many additional enhancements by Thanos over the years, which have made Nebula one of the strongest fighters in the universe. She has come a long way since losing many of the fights against her sister as a child, undergoing numerous modifications, all of which have added to her innate strength and stamina. Like Gamora, Nebula has been honing her fighting skills since childhood, and being trained to be an expert assassin has made her one of the most intimidating fighters you could battle with. Thanks to her Kree blood, Carol Danvers was already far stronger than the average human even before she was able to use the energy of the Space Stone. Captain Marvel has taken on numerous enemies over the years, and many times she has done so without the use of her cosmic abilities. Though she may not have the extensive training that many others on our list went through, her strength and durability are still impressive, and the fact that she is practically invulnerable means that she could wear down even the strongest and most intimidating enemies. Although Shang-Chi is not yet made into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he is regarded by many as the strongest fighter in the Marvel Comics. The son of legendary criminal mastermind Fu Manchu was trained in the martial arts from infancy by both his father and his various senseis, and is considered the greatest martial artist in the universe. Upon discovering that his father is an arch-criminal who has repeatedly attempted world conquest and had a thirst for blood, Shang-Chi turned against him and became a hero and secret agent for MI6. Although he doesn't have any of the superpowers that many of his friends and allies have, Shang-Chi's lifetime of dedication and study of martial arts have made him the greatest empty-handed fighter in the world and has earned him the title as the Master of Kung Fu. However, Shang-Chi can just as well hold his own with a weapon, as he is also a master of various hand weapons such as swords, staves, and shuriken, aka ninja stars. While we have yet to find out what the full extent of his skill set is, there have been occasions when Shang-Chi has shown that he is capable of focusing his chi to the level that he can dodge bullets from machine guns, as well as deflect bullets with his metal bracelets. One of the strongest heroes on Earth isn't actually from Earth, and it shouldn't come as a surprise that an Asgardian god is one of the most powerful characters in the MCU. Thor has evolved a lot over the years, perhaps more than any other MCU character. Starting out as not much more than a jock, he soon learned to play with the team and not to fall for Loki's traps. Eventually, he stayed strong even when his homeworld and family was destroyed, and he suffered unfathomable loss. If fans ever had any doubt that Thor was the most powerful of the Avengers, then Infinity War should have dissipated them for good. He endured the power of a star, fought Thanos and ultimately defeated him, and is virtually unrecognizable from the Thor we met in the first movie nearly a decade ago. However, while being a Norse god who can control lightning is definitely pretty impressive and makes Thor one of the most powerful heroes in the Marvel Universe, it doesn't necessarily make him the best fighter. One of the most surprising moments in Thor Ragnarok was the moment that Hela simply crushed Thor's hammer Mjolnir using nothing but her bare hand. Although her comic book counterpart has not yet managed to do that, Hela is still one of the strongest Asgardians in the Marvel Universe. Just like in Norse mythology, Hela serves as the Asgardian goddess of death and rules over most of the underworld. Although Hela mostly uses Asgardian magic, her hand-to-hand battles have shown that she possesses remarkable strength. In Ragnarok, for example, she kept Thor at bay with just one arm and then defeated an Asgardian army all by herself, taking most of the troops out with a single strike. In the comics, she has also shown that she can match Thor's powers in several one-on-one fights with the God of Thunder that ended either in a tie or a close defeat. Elektra is a highly trained assassin of Greek descent who wields a pair of sai as her trademark weapons. She was trained in self-defense by a sensei at the insistence of her brother Orestes, and after her father was shot and killed when she was 19, she decided to leave New York and travel the world. At first, she studied martial arts in China, where she came under the tutelage of Stick, the leader of a benevolent organization called the Chaste, who sensed the darkness in her soul and hoped to guide her towards the light. However, Elektra eventually sided with the enemies of the Chaste, the Hand, a sect of mystical ninja who trained her as an assassin. She later broke away from the Hand and became a mercenary for hire and eventually the #1 assassin for the Kingpin. Elektra is without a doubt one of the highest trained and strongest fighters in the Marvel Universe, as her skills have only grown over the years. Although she was killed by the assassin Bullseye, she was brought back to life with the Resurrection Elixir. She received a number of supernatural abilities, which grant her additional strength, speed, and durability, making her more dangerous than ever.
Thank you for checking this video out, and don't forget to smash that like button and also subscribe for new videos every day. Turn that bell notification on and comment down below that you subscribed, and we'll make sure to reply and thank as many of you as we possibly can. Once again, thank you